And hello and welcome back everyone to another new part of Super Robot Wars Y. This is Nox Destin, your host, and we are back in the middle of the action. Which I just want to quickly check, but we have no branching stuff. So we will have the ace chat with Master Asia, go through the battle missions real quick, and then yeah, deal with the rest. Or with Noah's upheaval. Congratulations, Master Asia, hereby bestow the title of Ace Pilot upon you. A title for this old bag of bones I humbly accept, thank you. You accepted. Something the matter? I am bestowing a title and having a chat with the legendary undefeated of the East. I admit I'm a little nervous. Haha, why should you, representative of one of the world's mightiest nations, be nervous in front of me? I'm nothing more than an old geezer in retirement, hardly worthy of admiration. That's not true at all. I have so much to learn from your profound wisdom. Oh, are you saying that you want to study under this old man's tutelage? If it's not too much trouble, very well. Thank you so much. Not a problem at all. It's always a pleasure to find someone willing to learn my martial arts. Your martial? Well, that's not what I... Answer me, Ashika. The school of Master Asia is... The Winds of the Kings. What have I done? Ashika, you will learn the Tenkyoken. Isn't that an honor? Alright, let's run through this gauntlet here. Now we know how this goes. How relaxing. Yeah, yada yada yada. Raval. Maybe I go and unselect all of the syslings and then reselect them. Just so that this may be a bit in a bit more orderly fashion. Very good, Domon. No mercy. I fear it will be free rounder. Or will remain a free for rounder. Or area just kills.
お待ちしておりました。
Weapons 200 attack power plus 100 more energy. Jesus.
ではカスタマイズを始めましょう。お待ちしておりました。
Okay, you. Okay, then you. Yes. The thing is, her passes. I don't have an ammo or EN problem in that big regard anymore, but enemy attack suffer 10. Let's stick with her. Okay, Miorine is a must pick. Yeah.
ではカスタマイズを
I
始め
mean,
ま
nothing
しょ
changes effectively. I just also set now the desired effect. Nope, it absolutely did not. Yeah, Master Asia will also need some equipment. Do I even have anything good left? Yatta yatta. A new one. It's like a new one because it stands out. But at the same time, we only fought Andromeda Acceleration on one place and we already was there. Yeah, nobody seems interested in Master Asia.
お待ちしておりました。 からの戦いのために万全の準備を。
Another booster might not be that bad an idea. I would dare say he has enough energy. Another Harrow would be crazy. Infight supporter.
これからの戦いのために万全の準備を。
And out a few units who are not that super yet. Get them a bit of experience, and even if it means a bit less money.
Gum. 言葉が通じんのなバカ者め。拳で語るまでよ。ダークです。フィガー。爆発。
へへ。Palworld. Hollow purple? Probably. don't know, is this new or not? Report, Gentes have been sighted in the vicinity of New Delhi. Lies activity has been rising through the world. Oh. No, that was regular then. Are we starting a bit further back than usual? Yeah, this is also a different monster formation. This battle did change. Ambition with support? Oh, ho, ho, ho. So that's how it's going, huh? Yes, come and humor me. Oh, they are fighting also each other, huh? Okay. Thank you, Bright.
言葉が通じんのなバカ者め拳で語るまでよダークネスフィギュア爆発
Clearly no match for Master Asia. And that was the worst pick you could have made for an enemy. Domon's Seal at level 80. At 80.
言葉が通じんのなら拳で語るまでよ、バカ者め。とどめを刺してくれるわ。
This is cool. Having Master Asia and Domon be able to fight together.
No.
Can't wait for Domon and... Cause his girlfriend's combo attack reigns. Try to threaten the Ariel? Yeah, I wouldn't. I have it on good authority that that's a bad idea, a very bad idea. Alright, upgrade time.
Oh, お待ちしておりました。お待ちしておりました。
Alright, Noah's upheaval, it is. Oh, fuck. Okay, this is the chapter ender then. How's the Red Dust? There's a news embargo on it, but it's spreading more than we all thought it would, especially in the last few days. So not great then. Yeah. Which also means the God of Rule will finally show up. Endless Beast Modolo you mentioned before? No, not that. That one's strong, but it's not a singular point. So Midolo's not Godzilla. I still think this catastrophe causing God of Rule is an especially big kaiju foe. But does it really exist? There have been sightings of something like it moving through the ocean, heading for Antarctica. The red dust there is crazy right now, apparently. Is it really that bad? I was just there. Anyways, if it really exists, then maybe it can change the future. Is that what you're hoping? A lot's happened. And if we don't, a catastrophe will come. Michiyuki Ashihara predicted the catastrophe, right? Meaning he knew the future? Yeah. I sent you his data and a report summarizing it. That means two futures existing at the same time. One's the future 2500 years out and the other is a catastrophe. Contradictory phenomena existing simultaneously mean the collapse of natural laws. I'm not following you. Give me a minute, let me organize my thoughts. Sorry, I've gotta go. Good luck with your presentation for the higher-ups. Good luck to you too, seems like you'll probably need it. Yes? This is Tilda Miller, Shiva Consortium's representative. Shiva is the one researching the red dust. IMBB, the lead researcher over there. He's an avid Michiyuki Ashihara fan. He's also created the orthogonal diagonalizer, though it's not quite complete yet. I got to read your report and explain the catastrophe. Ashihara successfully took measurements of the future with the super dimension calculator. In the process, he discovered a catastrophe in it. Huh? You think the future holds some kind of catastrophe? That's right, and it won't just happen in his calculations. It'll happen in the real world. How is that possible? Because that's how it works. The device is made to observe the future. Anything you observe with it will actually happen. But even if this catastrophe really exists, we can safely use the super dimension calculator as long as we avoid it. We won't have to measure all the way to the distant future. We can loop the calculations before it hits that point. Which means we can use the calculator right now if we wanted to. Most likely. And that would let us perfect the orthogonal diagonalizer. That's important too, but we have to do something about the catastrophe itself. But with the orthogonal diagonalizer, we'll be able to save the world from the red dust. You said as much yourself, didn't you? Yes, but the catastrophe could occur any minute. We have to find out exactly when it will happen. Being able to use the calculator changes everything. You can get rid of the red dust for good. Lee, I want you to go straight to India with her. Alright. And hurry, the red dust grows every second we waste. Transmission terminated. Professor Lee. Now isn't the time to convince Tilda. We should act. I agree with you. I think the catastrophe will really happen. Professor Lee. The red dust is spreading all over the world. It can create singular point and it's the trigger for the catastrophe. And the biggest one of them all is about to be born at the South Pole. Godzilla is a singular point too. The question isn't if a catastrophe will happen, it's how we avoid it. We need a way to change the future, and you're on the verge of finding it. Not just me, there are others searching for it too. That's reassuring. If you want to change the future, you can't only look at what Ashihara found. Huh? You need to look even further. Even further. We had the Andromeda stellar age, and they had their super weapon, VODs, that was powerful enough to destroy the Earth. And even all that couldn't change the future where Getter Emperor awaits. They weren't strong enough, that's all there is to it. Enough, tell me about the situation on the South Pole. That's where what's there is certainly strong enough to rival Getter Emperor. That said, the existence of such a massive singular point creates a different issue entirely. Possibility of the catastrophe. But the power I see can exceed even that, for I am the Celestial Emperor. Allow me to offer advice, Your Majesty, as a Celestial Sage. We should subdue the Earthlings at once and assume direct control over their fates. Or we could simply exterminate them, thus preventing any problems from occurring altogether. It will make me repeat myself, Nexus. I already rejected that proposal. The situation has changed, Your Majesty. I beg you to reconsider. No, I will draw out the Earthling's power. Only then will I take them into the fold. And with them will come the galaxy. I'm not opposed to using the Earthlings in our military, Your Majesty. But if we encourage their combat potential to evolve further, it could end up working against us. It suggests I should nip the danger in the bud. Precisely. That would be no different from the Raval admitting defeat. Your Majesty, we arrived in this era by mere coincidence. I cannot accept any victory gained by taking advantage of that fact. I understand, Your Majesty, however. Do not forget, Nexus, that I am the Celestial Emperor of the Pan-Stellar Empire Raval. Raval's blood flows through me, and my survival strategies demand combat. And you will not alter your course, as you should so well know. Understood. Raval, I hereby strip you of your authority over Noahs. I suggest not resisting. This headquarter is already filled with my men. And the people of Raval have lost faith in me. Why not everyone agrees with me, many do. This audience was my last warning. I did not wish it to come to this, but the situation calls for immediate action. It matters not. Raval's throne has always been meant for usurpers. This is nothing more than tradition. But it's futile. You are a talented man, but you are no general. I'm well aware I'm only here because of you, Your Majesty. Which is why I would like another to serve as the leader of Noahs. Come in. Drake. Velber. This is the path I have chosen. I understand. A throne can only seat one, after all. I also use this opportunity to replace Shiroko as our Earth-facing representative. What is your vision for Noahs? Your Majesty, I have but one desire, a word of peace. Oh boy. Also, oh boy. And that's all the information I found, so it's true. Likely so, yes. Thank you all for this, Captain Noe. We'll use this information wisely. What are your plans now? Oh, wait, is this running here? Yes, it's also running here again. Good. Judging from the situation, Raval has likely guessed we know their identity, and they may resort to drastic measures with the Andromeda Federation defeated. Can assume they are willing to wipe out humanity themselves. They've been drawing out the conflict for no reason, and we still don't know what end that serves. That said, I doubt our decisive battle with Noahs is very far off. Which means we need to prepare ourselves and our equipment as best we can. Yes. That includes reaching the truth. Rune Nexus is the Celestial Sage, the great mind in Raval, and His Majesty's number 1-8. That's the jerk who strutted into the Hiatus like he owns the place, right? I wonder how things would have been now if Amado Nexus had been elected as our representative. He's a slick operator, I give him that. You couldn't pay me to like him, though. The rest of Noahs is basically of the same mind. Everyone knows he's talented, but it's also common knowledge that he's a real nasty character. Nexus will probably take that as a compliment. How come? He can just do whatever he wants if people already don't like him. He's perfectly aware of the position he is in. Even I gotta respect the guy for that. That's not the important part though. This means Noahs is caught between His Majesty and Nexus. Leadership and military officers are at odds. His Majesty's ultimate goal is to add the Earthlings to his own forces, then take over the galaxy. So they want us to join Noah's ranks. With enough people, their dream of galactic domination could become reality. Nexus, meanwhile, wants everyone on Earth under strict supervision so he can snip the butts of his evolutions. He is trying to create a new Raval for a new era. Both of them want to change the future for Raval's benefit, of course. Save us, why this sudden willingness to spill Raval's secrets? Thank Kamui and that resolve of his. Made it painfully obvious we can't be picky with how we approach this. Can't believe Kamui's little rampage actually ended up helping us. Shut up. If there's a rift between Valbem and Nexus, we might be able to take advantage of it. The two biggest leaders of Noahs are at each other's throats. It's sure to have some effect. Yeah, hopefully it'll lead to some kind of internal conflict. Yeah, I look forward to that. Wait, why? There's a trust between His Majesty and Nexus that nobody could ever hope to wedge their way into. I guess you could call it a bond. That holds weight coming from you, someone who swore undying loyalty to Valbem. Their strength and intelligence together lets them survive a lot of dicey situations. The current Emperor only exists cause of Nexus, and vice versa. Though I gotta admit, I am more interested in what the non-Raval groups making up Noahs will do. Poseidon, Drake, Windermere, Logos, Urube, Wong, and Paptimus Shiroko. They've all got a quirk or several. Can only hope Gavasa's rebellion helps things along. And on the other hand, we have the superhumanity inheriting the will of the Evolvers. We should keep a close eye on Izana. Valbem probably intends to incorporate Izana into his military as well, just like the people of Earth. Since the key to that's probably in the Evolver's ruins, I stationed Haze there to keep watch. That explains the intel we got about Nexus forces being active near the Shongqing ruins. I don't want to think about what would happen if it fell into the wrong hands. We should do something before they do. Are we under attack? We have an emergency. The advert is currently on its way to Shongqing. But we've received words that Evolver ruins have appeared in this world. That was faster than expected. Otherwise, next pilots are to scramble their units and prepare to scramble. Guess Andromeda Acceleration's defeat lit a fire under Raval's asses. This is bad. This is very bad. I'm glad to see you've come, AI Wise Next. I've been waiting. Rune Nexus. He's here in person then. Well, that's Raval's chief strategist, Rune Nexus. Interesting. He seems like quite a character. What is your mission here? I thought I'd borrow the might of the Evolvers, original owners of these ruins. As you can see, I've brought it under my control for now. Funny that you are so afraid of the Earthlings evolving through combat, but you still want your hands on Evolver tech. You have an old saying here on Earth, do you not? If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If I can unravel the mysteries of the Evolvers, it will allow me to domesticate those who have received their power, in other words, the Earthlings. Newsflash, asshole, we are not some kind of household pet. Oh, you misunderstand. A pack of vicious white dogs like you would make terrible pets. Beasts that bear their fangs before their master deserve to be put down without a second thought. Of course, should you surrender, wag your tails and lie on your backs, I would reward you with affection. And if you yap for me, why, that would be perfect. Okay, now I'm pissed. You think you can mock us? Don't let him rile you up. Men like him thrive on making their opponents angry. It's how they control the situation. Nexus. So good to see you again, Recivers. For I'm sure Ravalbem would weep to see you as you are now. Are you here under Her Majesty's order? Well, you were once a Celestial Knight. I must inform you of certain matters. Ravalbem no longer leads Raval. What? As is Raval tradition, Ravalbem has been removed from the Celestial Emperor's throne by force. Then you betrayed him. He was a powerful general. His leadership skills, however, left much to be desired. But you fought alongside him. You were his trusted ally. Why would you do this? People change. It's only natural. But you refused to. So that's all it came down to. So Ravalbem has fallen from power. What will happen to Raval, and Noahs for that matter? Since everyone is here, I'd like to make an announcement. Noah's will be changing, due in no small part to my partner. I take this chance to introduce to you all. Huh? This is Artist Radio, Secretary General of the New League of Nations, for I'm sure you are already acquainted. Wait, he's that really important person from the NLN. But he's been supporting the Hiatus this whole time. How could you surrender to Noah's? He didn't. Artist Radio has been a Raval collaborator since before Noah's was formed. Say what? How is that possible? What are your grounds for that assertion, Captain of the Advent? The Celestial Emperor Raval was the true culprit behind the destruction of the 31st Autonomous Corps. I reported my investigation on it to the higher-ups, but nobody seemed to care. When I tried to find out why, I stumbled across you. Oh! Back then, you were a member of the Earth Federation's Senate. Artist Radio, you used your position to conceal Raval's existence, didn't you? Captain? Took me a while to get to the truth myself, to be fair. And only because being captain of the Hiatus got me connections with the likes of the Preventers, the Order of the Black Knights, and Haze. You were the new Earth Federation's first president, the only one behind its dissolution. Then you became Secretary General of the New League of Nations and began supporting us. Incidents would happen wherever you requested us to go. I imagine that's because you were using us to bring the world onto the course Raval wanted it to be on. You've been thorough in your investigation. It seems there's nothing left for me to explain. As you surmise, I'm Raval's oldest collaborator on Earth. He was using us the whole time. Don't start acting smug just because we expose your villainy. That isn't what's happening. He believes what he's doing is just, that's why he's so calm. It's not that I believe what I'm doing is right, but I wanted to save the Earth from the Raval threat. I concluded that the only way to do that was to surrender to them. That would mean the future salvation for the galaxy as well. So you knew about humanity's future too. That's why it chose this Excellency Nexus over Raval, all for a better future for Earth. His Excellency is a reasonable man and an advocate for peace. It was his skill that unified the Logos remnants and exposed the Maria Maya's army corruption. So that's why the Maria Maya army started the uprising. You used yourself as bait to fire them up? I am willing to do whatever is necessary. That includes putting myself in danger. It was all for the sake of peace. And so, Wise Nex, Representative Etika, I ask that you lend His Excellency Nexus and I your strength for the sake of peace on Earth. You're misdefining what peace is. Peace is far from a mere lack of fighting. What you try to buy with your future is simply safety. Why don't you understand what I mean to achieve? Do you really think you can beat Noah's or Raval? You could throw everything the Earth has against them and it wouldn't matter. What can you do alone? Did you make any efforts to bridge that gap yourself? That was a hard decision, one I made after endless agonizing. It was something only I could do. No, it was a selfish decision, one anyone could make. Why did you never talk it over with anyone else? It could well have led to a better plan. Everyone here with me is willing to face Noah's, even if nobody else in the world is. You don't understand. Seems to me like you're the one who doesn't get it. These guys aren't the biggest fans of giving up. They've turned the tables on a ton of unwinnable situations before. It took me joining Wise Next to really get that. What you're saying is correct, Sabers. That's exactly why I view the entirety of Wise Next as a singular point. Should we join forces, we'll surely be able to change the future. That's our plan regardless. But said plan does not involve handing you the keys to our peace and liberty. Very unfortunate. I see you're no different from Raval. You blindly believe your personal strength can accomplish anything, but you ignore rationality, never sparing thought for your chances of success. Perhaps that would have worked in a more turbulent age, but what the world needs right now is peace. Which is why we must end the fighting as soon as possible, by rallying our strength and exterminating all who oppose us. I never accept a world born of oppression. Funny for using force to silence those who are unhappy isn't peace. True peace is when people abandon fighting altogether. I predicted we reach an impasse, and here we are. It was the same for myself and Raval. Of course, Nexus. Valve and Wednesday choose to move forward. You, by contrast, choose to remain stagnant. Izana? Lady Izana? This is a surprise. Are you here to visit the place in which you slumbered? We awakened to plunge the world into conflict. Valbam had the same goal, so we aided him. The galaxy is now mired in warfare. You would turn your back to it, then you are worthless to us. Excellency, you wish to purge me then? What we seek is evolution through combat. To that end, we want to see you and Wise Next do battle. Very well, a fight with them was already within my predictions. After all, Wise Next is my greatest threat, now that Ravalbam has been confined. Nexus. Now then, allow me to introduce to you all the one who's seated on the new Noah's throne. It's the Will Whips, Drake Luft. You're the new ruler of Noah's. Indeed. This isn't like you, Drake. You're actually a Nexus player you like in a game piece. Don't misunderstand, King Drake was the very man who suggested my coup. I live for conquest, for trampling over friend and comrade alike. Drake's aura power is greater than ever. He has his vast ambition consume Nexus as well. And Drake himself is the source of the desire for conflict. The important is, Noah's is changing. That's why everyone has assembled here. Wong Yong Fat. Now let me introduce you all to my most invaluable ally. The Dark Gundam. If you're expecting to fix the Dark Gundam, don't bother. It's programmed with much stricter controls this time. You whelp. You would use the Dark Gundam not for ideals or conviction, but for petty ambition? Try if you must. Your whimper will not reach the ultimate victor here. Me. It is my mission as a member of the new Noahs to destroy the world and rebuild it under a new order. Wise next units, scramble. Okay, who else? I have 3 slots open. Kira? Ah, Kira. There you are, Wise Next. Think of the bounty we'll get if we crush them. We'll have a mountain of treasure. This time we are coming out on top. Let's do this. Are you alright with that, your kingliness? I'm no longer a king. I have no intention of living my life the way Drake Luft does. I don't care how this will play out. I only want revenge for my sister. Shall you? Lady Izana, while this is my first choice, you will have to battle you desire. You've taken quite a liking to Wise Next. Will you accept my point of view if we crush them? Perhaps. If you win. Ever the strict one. Our units open fire, bring Wise Next down and make the world ours. Drake Luft, your ambition ends here and now. Our units move to intercept. We can put an end to the Noahs here and now if we defeat Drake and Nexus. Your Excellency? No need to worry, General Ardo. There's no doubt that our next dangerous foe. And if we strike now, we can still win. This may be our only chance, and I intend to take it. Oh boy. This is a two-part. I wonder what the hold-up will be like. Okay, let's clear the immediate area first. Is this your place to die? Don't be mistaken on that. Ow. Yeah, your aura barrier doesn't matter.
たちを止められると思うな。頼んだぞ夢。ペネトレーターガン。やられただと。
This is too easy. Well, are we really that strong compared to all the other units?
やられただと。
Let me cut you to pieces.
ノア・ブランド手強いな。必殺の超人気。いけハヤブサ丸。
I summon forth lightning.
運がなかったな。
You guys pissed me off. This is the last you've seen of me. Drag can burn for all I care. I do as I please. Deserter. Jerry's aura power keeps growing. The life of conflict consumed her. She's going to keep looking for fights, so safe to assume she'll keep her promise.
小さくともオーラバトラーは油断なりません。
VLS オープン発射。
これだけのミサイルならば。
しまった。脱走。 俺を振り切れると思うなよ。いけバルカン。やられただと。
Hi.
ブレイク軍のオーラマシンをこれより前方に集中砲火をかける。そうよ、やっちゃえ。
屈辱はす。 面白い。アークのスピードについてきやがるか。組んでやるぜ。ゲットー。しまった。脱走。
How to be deleted. Ah, we are reaching balance.
戦い慣れた奴が来た。裏切りだ。もらった。
しまった。脱出を。
I hope he's very, very bothered about the fact that he lost half his army already. Or less, I think. I think by the end of the day he will have lost half his army.
言葉が通じる行くぞ。拳で語るまでよ。死ねえ。ダークでスインガー爆発。
私の期待が失われ
Couldn't he also go super? I think he also had. I mean, yes, obviously he could also go super, but he doesn't seem to have a special move or mood for it.
いい動きだ。裏張りだが見えているだけではな。
バイスタオベルの意志だとでも言うのか。
No, this is my will.
ちゃん、しっかり捕まってろ。強すぎる。
どんなことなら一つで進めばみんな位置についた。最後はみんなで陛下とラーバルに栄光を。ありがとうみんな。
Bring it.
俺に狙われた瞬間、貴様の命運は尽きた。できている。やるぞ。これがラーバルの戦いだ。まだまだへこたれるもんかよ。
今度はこっちから行くぜ。
超電磁竜巻。超電磁スピン。
It is. That's why I bring Hyoma along.
こんなものまで存在しているなんて。
すまないみんな。この青い氷河様が生が来たらと思いましょう。グランダッシャー。
私が勝てる相手ではなかった。
Oh, you think you can fight Master Asia? Both. Both of you.
未熟者だ。このマスターガンダムを前に隙を見せるとは。
の力がラーバルを
Cry me a river.
この一撃が未来の同胞を救うと信じて勝利のために私の全てをかけてショーやられちゃう。
地中に勝つありって言葉を教えたはずだぞシャン。
もうダメ。脱出します。
こんなものをダメージと言ったら笑われるな。反撃の糸口が見えた。行け光の嵐を。
Get ray shield. Hope and Sieve.
もらったぞ。
なかなかの威力だ。だが俺は倒れてくる者に容赦はしない。ないとサーキュラー。
信じられん。こんな。
Just not strong enough.
面白い。オーラバトラー戦をやってもらうか。
動きが見えている。伝説の最悪を放っておくわけにはいかない。
これまでか。撤退だ。
Yeah, no, I think I'm going to eliminate you here.
あばよ、あの世で後悔するんだな。邪魔なんだよ。
少し静かにしてくれよ。
すごいオーラ力。いけるわ。
手加減なしだ。
そのまま敵にぶつけて。
もらったー。うおー。
Bye bye. Of course not truly bye bye, but bye bye. I can't kick the bucket here. I'm out, Drake. Feel free to rehire me if you win. Alan. The only thing he's interested in is himself. The day of a conflict got him, and now all he can think about is looking for fights. Huh? You moved 2 times, big guy? Yeah, I don't feel confident taking hits from him.
当たるものか。それが礼儀と教わった。ナイトストーム。
人類が扱うには BG 細胞は危険すぎるんだ。 今は僕ができることを。準備はいいかいアスラ。自分のできることをする。いけ。
Left to the zombie soldiers.
アスラ。いけ。倒せる敵から叩く。やってみせるさ。バカにかける。
髪を切り裂く力、それがマジントセランシーだ。道を開けてくれ。オレオール円形風速ボン。もっと加速しろエンダー。行けオレオールブースター G。 当たるかよ。
Shit, he dodged?
俺が相手をしてやるってんだよ。覚悟しな。
I didn't consider that possibility.
お見通しだ。
Oh fuck.
いけるか。ゼータが思いを力に変えるならを引き出してみせる。やるんだ。生きている俺が。遊びでやってんじゃないんだよ。ありがとうみんな。
Bye, Faye. I'm not letting things end here, not before I've made a name for myself. I'm surviving if it's the last thing I do. You're just a sore loser, Faye. Desire for conflict gotten to him. I can tell he's suffering. No, will this maybe be enough? No. Yes.
叩けば
Yeah, get hollow purples.
勝利を我が手にうなれグラビスピアキャノンこの一撃で未来をつかむ
Is he gonna die here? No, my battle isn't over yet, of course not. Enough, Shellio, just stop this. Your battle is over, give it a rest already. Zixten has been reborn, you're finally free from your battle. And I've got nothing left. Shellio. 0. I never could beat any of you in the end. And the world changed too fast for me to find a place in it. That's only natural, my place was always at my sister's side. I thank you for at least this, Zero, because now I can see her. Again. Shellio. Rest in peace, you were a warrior to the very end. Another casualty of your actions, Lelouch. I know, I don't intend to avert my eyes. Shamna, Shellio is with you now. No one can disturb you two any longer. May your time together be peaceful. Because this was so fun, hollow purple again.
私に落とされることを光栄に思いたまえ勝利を我が手にうなれグラビスピアキャノンこの一撃で未来をつかむ
Please tell me he also dies. This thing won't hold. I should have pulled out earlier. Money. If I die, what's going to happen to all my money? Bandit has finally met his end. In the end, all that money you got you was a one-way trip to the other side. Greed never brought anyone a happy ending. Well said. Yeah, I think nobody thought that I would let that thing needlessly hit me. Nah. It was fine.
熱くなりすぎるなよいいっす
Oh, that's how the attack looks.
当たったようだわ。
イリス引っ込んでろ危ないだろ
時
時間をかけるつもりはない。極人間今月今ここに終わらせる。守る者のために。これが俺の全てだ。
Next is... Are you watching? Where does he get the armor from?
力は互角ならばここからだ。
Come on, Domon, let's go. Dark Gundam, no. Ultimate Gundam. You were given a mission when you were born. I have faith it's still in there somewhere. I save you. From my mom and dad and brother's dream.
デビルガンダムお前と因縁ここで終わらせる。お前の手柄も勝利をつかめとただらき叫ぶ。バークレッツゴッドフィンガー天狂剣赤波天狂ゴッドフィンガーヒートエンド。
Dark Gundam has stopped. It's not over yet. I think he's healing its wounds. The DG cells are regenerating themselves. But how are they doing that so quickly? Surprise! The DG cells are much stronger now. Darkness has grown even blacker. Ultimate Gundam, is there no way to return you to your rightful form? How are you doing, Domon? The Ultimate Gundam is crying out for your help. It is? It was lauded as the greatest and most evil. The only one to ever defeat it was you. Thus, you are the only one who can change it back. Can't bring the Ultimate Gundam back. You're right, Ultimate Gundam was my family's dream. If I don't do it, who else will? That is Goku's super... That is the thing that Goku says in the movies, somewhat. Before he does his Dragon Punch thing. But how? If all we do is keep busting it up, it'll just keep regenerating. Dark Gundam made an effort to recall its purpose when faced with BOG. If it can't do that, then maybe... Ultimate Gundam's purpose was to save Earth. And at the bottom of all is... Domon, Rain, lend me your strength. Domon, I know what you're feeling. Rain? Put together everything you're feeling, everything we are feeling, and let the Dark Gundam have it. Right. Dark Gundam, no. Ultimate Gundam. You're my family's dream, the culmination of their love. You love Earth, and to fulfill your purpose, you try to wipe out humanity. Not only because you forgot your love for humanity, those who are also part of Earth. You absorbed rain once, but our love conquered you. And we show you that power of love can change everything. Domon, rain, it's time. Another miracle of love.
デビルガンダム、お前との因縁、ここで終わらせる。さあ、最後の仕上げだ。二人のこの手が真っ赤に燃える。幸せつかめと。轟き叫ぶ。バークレス。ゴッドフィンガー。セキ。は。ラブラブ。天井系。
Eat shit!
俺たちの勝ちだ。
$120,000 critical, of course. They had to include that. It's not regenerating. Dark Gundam is suffering. Is it remembering the reason it was born? No. Dark Gundam retreats as instant. It's running away. Or what we did was definitely working. Oh, so that's a love thing I keep hearing about. That was incredible. Shin, you trade with Domon, right? Can you use that move? Oh, be silly, of course I can't. Why? Because you don't have enough love? No, it's not that, it's... It was one hell of a sight. Sure, it was worth the trip. It was so strong it even shocked that devilish Gundam. Domon Kashu, I knew you were too dangerous to leave alive. Enough of this Wong Yun-Fat. I won't let you manipulate the Dark Gundam any longer. I'm going to save the ultimate Gundam, I swear it. You die on the first attack, even. Get fucked, Wong Yun-Fat. At last, a chance to take revenge with my own two hands. You're not even a fighter, you just use others for your own personal gain. Do you really think you can beat me like that? Have you forgotten that I have the DG cells? What does a trained fighter have in the face of their might? Brute force? Conviction? Or meaningless? I show you that strength you attain for yourself is strength you can always depend on. That strength will be what ends you, Wong Yun-Fat.
貴様を倒し、この戦いに終止符を打つ。二人のこの手が真っ赤に幸せつかめと。轟き叫ぶ。バークレス。ゴッドフィンガー。セキハ。ラブラブ。天下系。俺たちの勝ちだ。なぜこの私が。
In one hit, bitch. How's that, Wong Yun-Fat? How was what exactly? Grandmaster Gundam is healing his damage. Raval's strength is the DG cells. With their power I am immortal, the ultimate being surpassing even Great Wong. I'm the ultimate Wong. Drunken on borrowed strength? You never change, Wong Yun-Fat. We just have to destroy the GG cells themselves. Oh, the Giant Shuffle Alliance! 2 combo attacks in one. A Shuffle Alliance. The 5 of us are technically rivals. So that move was supposed to be a one-time deal, but we can't be stubborn, not when it comes to GG cells. We'll show you how crest bearers fight. Wang Yu Fut, witness the Shuffle Alliance's power.
シャッフル同盟の力を今一つに行くぞお前たちこの魂の炎は極限まで高めれば倒せないものなどない俺のこの手が真っ赤に燃える勝利をつかめと轟き叫ぶ爆裂シャッフル同盟なぜこの私
Get annihilated, asshole! Can't regenerate if you leave nothing behind. Oh, impossible! The GG cells can't regenerate fast enough. Begone, Wong! This planet has no need for GG cells. Ah! A brilliant display, new Shuffle Alliance. And so the curtain falls on Wang Yung Fut. He was a persistent man, but we still came out on top. Powered up DG cells, big deal, the 5 of us together are invincible. All that left is Urubu Ishikawa. We'll stop him for good. You're going in, Silky. I'll take out Drake personally. Why do I feel like I know him? Must be the one Shot mentioned, someone from a future version of Bisonwell. Can only wonder which way Bisonwell future will lean. Towards him? Or toward Raban Zaramant? Oh, is Drake his father or is he on his reincarnation?
小賢しいなやらせん落としてみせ撃て撃ち落とせ何するんだよ
Missing his shots, obviously.
Yarasen! 撃て撃ち落とせ
避けるだけならそんな勝手な考えは全力でいくよ。ダメです。エアリアル自分勝手な理由で誰かをなことしくらなんてダメです。行くよみんな。これで決めます。小賢しい。
長引けば不利なのはこちらだ。こいつ俺の命を吸え。極人間これが俺の全てだ。いい曲マガトシ
さらくせい落としてみせ。撃て。
Ain't nobody got time for all that animation of you.
その歪んだ思想とともに消えるがいい。はい、このダイナミックキャノン、ダイナミックファイヤー。いいチョコマカとやらせん。落としてみせ。撃て。撃ち落とせ。お前の思い通りになるつもり。
Okay, he gains hardly anything.
Cancelグリッドナイトでやったね。
歪んだ理想を
フルチャージ逃げます。
なんだこの力。さらくせい。
Question is, can I maybe let her have? You have charge, that is good. Oh no, you still have it on yourself, that's good. Okay, 5-7. No crit rate, which is good, so that should be enough. He will not go down here. And no, that will not happen. You're most likely just a diversion for the stuff happening in Antarctica.
なんだこの力。さらくせい。撃て。撃ち落とせ。
さっきの
Was my damage reduced now? I'm at max crit. Ah, there it is! Sila Lapana, I will strike you down and surpass the will of Well. No, you will not. Drake's aura power swallowing up the people of Earth seems to grow without limit. If that's what turned into the desire for conflict engulfing the planets, then I must stop him here. That is my mission. No, the mission of all of Y's next.
グランガランで敵艦を足止めします。前方に集中砲火をかける。
A adapter and aura amplifier. The will whips forward, and with it my ambitions. This is as far as I go? It's over now, Drake Luft. So it is, my soul will return to Well, where it will receive the punishment it deserves. But war is human nature, one day it will engulf even Well. Sorry to disappoint you, but that's not gonna happen. Can you be so confident after seeing Rabanza Ramant? What? To live is to fight. Stopping conflict is beyond any person's ability. And nonetheless, beware of shot. What do you mean? Velbem, I wonder how far you will go. Drake Luft. You were one hell of a guy. It all began back in the land of R, and now our battle with Drake is finally over. It's been so long. The visions drove everyone and threw Well into war. If Drake is gone, does that mean our war is over too? It doesn't. This war goes beyond Well. And besides, the dire for conflict is covering the world. I had thought Drake Luft's aura power was responsible for its expansion, but it continues to grow stronger even with his death. It's impossible to know what will happen here on this battlefield. Excellently, King Drake's been defeated. A shame, but he can be replaced. King Drake required nothing but my utmost caution, similar as he was to Raval. Now I needn't bother. Wouldn't you say that's something to rejoice? One twisted individual. It's little wonder you don't understand, huddled on this tiny planet as you are. One cannot survive without strength. Even now, that's the one point in which Raval and I agree. Noah has been neutralized. Your Excellency. I have to hand it to Wise next. I suppose singular points have a way of defying predictions. This really is the time to be impressed. Already requested reinforcements from headquarters. Wise next is exhausted. We overwhelm them with sheer numbers. We can store for time within the ruins until they arrive. Rune Nexus appears to be holding up in the ruins. That's really not going to get him far. We have a problem with Etika. We get reports of massive man-made structures surfacing in the Pacific, Atlantic and Indian Oceans. Oh shit. Come again? Based on the structures, they appear to be Evolver ruins. What's the call, Etika? Assemble a team to storm the ruins and follow the Nexus group. Everyone else remain on combat alert. Take the chance to repair and refuel as needed. This battle isn't over yet. We need to prepare for more. Nexus. You made it past all that. You may be a traitor, but you're still a Celestial Knight, I suppose. I couldn't have handled Raval's Celestial Warriors alone. Luckily, he has us. Do you think those measly forces would be enough to stop us? You have nowhere left to run. It seems you've gained power greater than Raval's survival strategy genes. I must say, that was fast. Yeah, and that's proof of how much of a threat you are. I say it as many times as necessary. Fight for peace and liberty, not to coerce others. And should a compatriot attempt to do so, we would fight to stop them. Oh, I knew it. Representative Etika, you and your people really can avert the worst case future. Where do you get off saying that now? It may be true that you only act according to your own sense of justice, but that's not better. But that's no better than an ego trip. And you're gonna pay for using us like that. No, stop. Resorting to violence will only lead to that worst case future. Your bold-faced attempts to divert our entirely justified anger are now only making matters worse for you. Worse. I figure why Frembenet is correct. Huh? You cannot stop others with words alone, Artist Radio. Raval. What's the meaning of this nexus? I thought you had Valbam locked up. I am just as surprised as you. Raval, the one who confined you, was a Ravalian. With the Celestial Emperor, you would not have broken taboo and harmed a compatriot. It was Izana, the monster must have released him. I act by my own will. I would not accept help from others. Then how? I cut down the Celestial Warriors personally. It's as simple as that. Your Majesty. To break the taboo I myself put in place is an unpardonable offense. But I did so nonetheless. I have become a demon, that I may put an end to it all with my own hands. Good, Valba. Fight as your instincts demand. Do not interrupt me, Azana. Your presence is needed here. Very well, we simply observe then. We? Nobody needs you here either, Wellbelm. Is it between us and Nexus? Sorry you wasted a trip, but you should go back to the way you came. You speak soundly. In which case, I humbly request that you leave this to me. He's bowing? He wants to deal with the traitor so badly he'd back us? Ravelbem, how long has it been since you bowed your head to another? I don't remember. This is what I was looking for. If you changed sooner, I could have been your right hand for eternity. I've never changed. I'm still the man you know, same man you knew. You've chosen to walk the path of solitude. I have no intention of criticizing Drake. I'm sure he has no regrets. That's what it means to walk the path of conquest. It's time to leave that age behind us. We must change the future. To change the future, I'll create a new age. You and your cowardly cohort are doing nothing but running from our fight. Eep? The vortex of combat births new power. I will make that power my own and use it to take over the galaxy. Excellent, Valbon. The extent of your resolve is clear. No doubt the Will Force will lend you its power. Will Force? It's bioenergy they add when the Loondrache use, right? If she says it will lend him its power, then the Will Force is alive? Camille. No, that's not the right way to put it. Will Force isn't just energy, it's the collective will of the dead. Wait, what? Coming to that realization shows you are taking the first step in your evolution. In which case, there's no point in hiding it. Camille Bidan is correct. Will Force is the collective will of the Animus clan who were wiped out in the cataclysm 12,000 years ago. It exists to spur the evolution of those who live on Earth. Stop. The dead should never twist the word or manipulate the living. Camille had several brushes with the souls of the dead. That must be how he pieced this together. I understand everything now. The desire for conflict spreading across the world is actually a will force, the will of the dead evolvers. The desire for conflict comes from the dead, and it's been driving the world to fight. What's the point in doing all this? To evolve the Earthlings through conflict. Northern goes the Earth in war and drags conflict out for that very same reason. Correct. So it's the dead who will this world to fight. There's nothing to lament, you're the chosen seeds. When faced with annihilation, the Animus clan performed a ritual to leave their wills in this world. And they embedded a factor into humankind, our successor species. The same as our survival strategy genes then. Yes, if you want to call it something, the evolve factor seems appropriate. The humans living on Earth, those with the evolve factor, are the Animus clan's successors. Humanity was meant to wait on Earth until the moment of their evolution, the moment the factor awakened. Wait, so what about the ones who left to explore the galaxy for the CD project? They either lack the factor or are only weakly influenced by it. Those without the factor are a hindrance to will forces. Thus they were made to leave the planet. Then will force was why the Zentradi didn't settle on Earth. It's literally insane. Ghosts can't do any of that. Ah, but they can. The power of spirits can even bend dimensions. The animal species Midolo you all fear so much is one such example. Since we have the chance, I explain in further detail. Wilforth was also responsible for sending Raval 2,500 years into Earth's past. What? Our displacement was all engineered by you? The birth of Isana, a superhuman capable of communicating with Wilforth, finally granted our wish. And Raval was chosen as the catalyst to trigger drastic evolution in the Earthlings. The Ravalians have similar traits as a species to the Earthlings. They must have been optimal combat opponents. Then Raval was no more than a stepping stone on the road to the Earthlings' evolution. Correct. The evil factor will eventually exhibit power greater than that of your survival strategy genes. To think the evolvers were so far-reaching. Nexus, you keep quiet. Does this frustrate you, Rune Nexus? Even your falling out with Valbam, your sworn ally, was orchestrated by us. Raval's only worth is as fodder for the Earthlings. So what? Oh? Raval will be victorious. We will bring the Earthlings in line and add them to our forces. Very well, Valbam. We seek those who can hold supremacy over the galaxy. We regretfully choose you over the unbudded Earthlings. You also possess... I don't give a damn about what the Evolvers want, but I claim your power to further my own conquest. We are well aware how powerful you are. Nexus was capable enough to reactivate our runes after all. In time, he likely would have claimed the runes in the Pacific, Atlantic and Indian Oceans for himself as well. All of the other floating runes belong to the Evolvers as well? Be grateful, Nexus. Your actions only succeeded because we permitted them. We were the ones who chose this moment for them to rise to the surface, of course. Anyone who acquires them will gain the use of a fraction of the Animus clan's technology. A fraction that will be more than enough to immediately change the tides of battle. According to reports, the other runes have been taken over already. Ordner Poseidon and Windermere have claimed the Atlantic runes, and Paptimus Scirocco has occupied the Indian Ocean runes. Now Noah's will splinter into three, isn't that delightful, Valber? Life was always going to be temporary. It's no terrible loss to me. Either way, don't worry, you're the one we have the highest expectations for. I believe in you now. Enjoy saying goodbye to Nexus. Try not to drag this out, for you never know what might happen to the world in the meantime. She ran off, so the Evolvers were why our conflict with Raval happened in the first place. Celestial Emperor Valber. Will you assume command over Noah's once again? Yes, for a little that matters now that it's collapsed. It hasn't collapsed yet, Your Majesty. Nexus. I've already dispatched the Celestial Guard to the runes in the Pacific, the largest of them. They are now under our control. Use them and your desire will be fulfilled. Ah, the pities of growing old. It seems even the Celestial Sage can misread the flow of time. current age calls for you, Celestial Emperor Raval. It calls for a hegemon. And I swear loyalty to you. My power is yours to further your conquest, your majesty. I won't do at all, artist radio. What? Why? Because I'm an earthling? Far from it. Pointing one's blade at the Celestial Emperor even once is an unpardonable offense. Isn't it? Well, it is, Nexus. E? Well, Representative Etika, I think we can both see I've lost. The loser must exit. I do what I promised in the election and do what must be done. Representative Etika, save me, please. So sorry for using you all this time. Secretary General Ada. Stay where you are, Etika. If you move, I slaughter all of West next where it stands. Huh? His Majesty means business. Even if we ganged up on him, I doubt we come out on top. Much as it pains me to admit, you're right. But you needn't worry about them. They are your enemies as much as they are mine. I'm simply dealing with them as is appropriate. I did it all for Earth's sake. I did nothing wrong. Let it go, Ada. I won't permit you to take any more of His Majesty's precious time. Nexus? Well, I wanted to see how far you would rise. But unfortunately, I lack the energy to follow you all the way up. I'll be praying for your victory. Farewell, my friends. Ha! Raval's future is in your hands. Your Majesty? What's going on? We're being attacked from outside. More enemies to deal with? That is a cliffhanger I will leave everyone on.
お待ちしておりました。
Okay, all of our favorite units have some max upgrades. Well, all of my favorite units, but
お待ちしておりました。
you know what that means? We can shop.
いらっしゃいませ。 ではカスタマイズを始め、これからの戦いのために万全の準備を。
always at the forefront, so it makes sense.
ではカスタマイズを始めましょう。
Past, present, and future. Now is the split of three groups, and Etika and the Advent discover a powerful force. Yeah. And that's not what we will be doing tonight. For this will mark the end of today's stream, which has gone on longer than I anticipated. I hope to see you all again next week, where we will be on early again, because I have a different shift again. Until the next time, this was Nox Destin, your host. I wish everyone a good evening, good night, good day, depending on when and where you're watching this, of course. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, see ya, and be well. Bye.